Ever heard of Roswell? Of course, you have, but have you heard of the Kingman incident? It happened just a few years later, in 1953, and some say it's an even more compelling story of a crashed UFO. Let's dive into what might be one of the best-kept secrets in UFO history. The story begins with a man named Arthur Stansel, an engineer working on a secret government project out in the Arizona desert near Kingman. On a May evening, he and his team supposedly witnessed a bright, silvery object descend from the sky and crash into a nearby cliff face. This wasn't a conventional aircraft. It was described as a metallic, oval-shaped craft, about 30 feet in diameter, partially embedded in the sandy hillside. According to the accounts, the military was on the scene almost immediately. They cordoned off the entire area, and Stansel and his colleagues were sworn to absolute secrecy, threatened with severe consequences if they ever spoke of what they saw. It's said the military spent days carefully extracting the craft from the hillside. The wreckage was then reportedly loaded onto trucks and transported to a secure location, most likely Area 51 or Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The same place is linked to the Roswell incident. But here's where the story gets even wilder. Some versions of the tale claim that inside the craft, authorities found the bodies of its non-human occupants. One account, from a supposed witness who came forward decades later, described seeing a small, humanoid figure in a metallic suit being recovered from the wreckage. This detail, of course, is what elevates the Kingman story from a simple crash to a full-blown alien encounter. For over 20 years, the story remained buried. It wasn't until the 1970s that researcher Raymond Fowler heard whispers of the event and managed to track down one of the original witnesses. This witness, given the pseudonym Fritz Werner to protect his identity, provided a detailed testimony, even drawing a map of the crash site. His story formed the backbone of what we know about the Kingman crash today. So, is it true? Skeptics point out that the story relies heavily on second-hand accounts and anonymous testimonies. There's no physical evidence, no declassified documents, and the original witness, Arthur Stansel, later gave conflicting statements. But believers argue that the lack of evidence is exactly what you'd expect from a successful military cover-up. The speed and efficiency of the supposed cleanup operation suggest a well-rehearsed protocol for dealing with exactly this kind of event. What do you think? Was the Kingman incident a genuine UFO crash and recovery, or just a desert legend? The truth, as they say, is out there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy exploring these mysteries, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one.